What is going on, folks? Stone Chef 710 coming at you live. Yes, and tonight I'm sober right now, but I see no reason why we can't get drunk together. I just got back from the store with the Kraken, and of course I had to get some spice cider and Treetop 100% pure pressed 3-apple blend, because that mix is the best. Now, in the midst of the evening, I'm most likely going to end up making myself something to eat. So, we'll most likely get a drunk meal out of it. Now, I know some of you that have been watching my videos as of late are aware that I've been drinking this Black Barrel Jameson. I gotta tell you, this is a really nice whiskey. Really nice. And it wasn't until I had Jameson for the first time that I actually appreciated the taste of whiskey. But it is the holiday season, and it is getting a little bit colder. So I figure, why not make myself some more cider. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Now, you can feel free to make yourself a drink. Excuse me. Join in on the fun. It never hurts. But I don't mind drinking alone if that's what I gotta do. Now, this is going over here. Nice. I already had it setting up. Sweet. So, what we're going to do is get our pot. No, not that pot. That comes later. That's all we need. And turn that on when it starts heating up. While that's turning on, and put the apple juice in. Now, I bet you know this is one of my favorite drinks of all time. I like it. I enjoy it. It tastes good. And it's always really strong. But of course, you can expect it to be strong when you have 92 proof. Bro. So, we start with our glass. Now, this is I want to say a 16 to 20 ounce glass. Probably 20 ounce max. And we're gonna, hold on, listen. I love to crack the Kraken. Now, what we're gonna do and yes, that's the way it's intended to be held and drunk from the bottle. It's the way it's intended. A little lesson for you. But this is how much rum we have compared to the rest being the 3-apple blend. Now, this creates a concoction that, as I stated earlier, is strong. Very strong. So, it being 7:19 p.m., 6:19, I didn't set my clock back because fucking why, you know? I only got to deal with it for like another 3 months. So, yeah. So, we get our teaspoon. And this is heating up at the moment. I think I have a lid for it somewhere. But I've come too far. Ooh. I could, really have a good night. Or I could always, take some of my edible oil. That'll make a hell of a fucking... Oh, shit. I would wake up in the morning. If I were to take it now, and I were to take just 1 teaspoon of that, I would wake up in the morning at like 10 or 11 a.m. and still be stoned. Wake up all foggy in the head. You know, kind of like when you wake up drunk still from the night before. Not that I know about that. Oh, on another note, you might have noticed I stopped smoking American Spirits. Picked up on Nat Sherman's. I could thank Shannon Christine for that. She turned me on to one while I was at the art show that she put on for me. And the art exhibition. And wow, like I feel so much better about it. So, new change. And get this. Yesterday, I bought a carton of these. Ready for this? Remember, we're in California. Ready? With... I don't have it with... But with one of the 32-ounce vitamin waters, $62.85. That's right. So for $59.98 or some shit like that, I got a carton of Nat Sherman's. All right. So we're just at the point where we're ready to take it off. We're gonna pour that in. Oh yeah. It's been a while since I used this pot, so I'm gonna overfilled it. That's okay. Wait a minute. Do I still have? Still have one. So might as well use that. Out with the old, in with the new. All right. Just show what is going on. You saw it was up to about here with the rum, and we filled it up the rest of the way with the cider. Now, I like to stir it as I pour it in. And I don't like to just dump it all in at once. I may have to keep these around just to keep track of how many I have tonight. So, alright. I think it's time to set my sweaty ass down. All right. Sit that there. Turn on that display. No, that's not right. Put that there. All right. Yes, I go old school and put my cigarettes right there. Gotta be unique these days, you know? So, vitamin water like this. Alright. No. I need to turn that way down. Now, a few nights ago I did a stream where I did karaoke. And there is actually a copyright claim made on my video. I don't know if that's because somebody thought that it was the actual song playing or what. I haven't looked at the claim yet. But why the fuck would you want to copyright claim a karaoke song that somebody does? Like, what the fuck? Just getting out of hand with that shit. But that's just my opinion. Wow, that tastes good. I've missed that flavor. Florida is a dick. I need to find out about that.
With both the gubernatorial and Senate races still being contested in Florida, it looks like we won't know the winner for at least a few more days. And some of our friends on Fox are tired of waiting.
I think part of the fun of voting and having your voice heard is finding out on election night. We all stay up really late to see what these votes, when they come in and when these races are called. If you aren't, or you're still counting votes after 10 days, and I understand it's super close, you have to do that. It kind of takes the fun out of election night.
Yeah, well, I wanted to take the fun out to get it right, though, Ansley.
Well, I
We just
understand
go back
that.
to
It's really
election
fun
day
to
being
have to
election.
do it.
God damn, I've never seen someone say something too dumb for Fox and Friends. Even Brian Kilmeade was like, look, I chucked time from a box, and even I think that's stupid. Come on. On this voting recount issue, we turn to someone who regularly votes on dancing. Trust everybody. It's crazy that some people would rather have the winner declared in one night instead of taking the time to count all the ballots.
Yeah, well, I couldn't agree more, Trevor. Elections are so much more fun when you prolong the process. You know, it might be easier to explain if I have a chart.
No, not another chart, please.
Look, here's Florida, okay? Now, let's start with the Panhandle, okay? So, these two counties right here, Okaloosa and Walton, now they obviously went Republican, but as you travel down the state, you get more of a red and blue when the votes mix. You have a bit of a throbbing purple.
I already see where this is going.
Trevor, you know me. This is only going to take me 2 minutes tops. Okay? The area that you have to pay attention to is the tip, right? Right down here, Broward County. Now, this is the most sensitive.
That's because of the tense recounts happening there. Because of the recounts.
Sure, whatever tickles your pickle, Trevor. Here's why I disagree with Ainsley on Fox News. She wants to get it done on election night. Get in, get out, it's over. But if election night's so fun, let's take your time. You know, make it last. Recount all the votes. Go up and down the state, up and down, over and over.
Okay, slow your roll, Jill Scott. Surely the counting has to stop eventually.
Right, that's a great point, Trevor. Because if you go on too long, well, these counties up here could turn blue. And finally, after all the recounting on the mainland, you have to go recount all over the keys.
Can I ask you a question, Walker? What would you have done if I asked you about the recount of Georgia?
Well, that would have been a waste of time because Jordan doesn't look anything like a penis. Michael Costa, everyone.
I said I had to see it. You can watch it, but I'm gonna have to turn it way down low, so y'all don't really. I don't think y'all be able to hear it, but hopefully I can watch it and not get a damn copyright claim. Like, what the fuck? Ninety horses, yeah. The fact of the matter is, I don't care. You don't, you do, you don't, you do.
Because it's so crazy. Going through town with this thing. Oh, big lorry! Hey, was every kicker on the see what it hit me. Where's James? To give James a chance to catch up to Jeremy. Not to 60. What's your 3.8? 3.7, which is fast. It's now one spot to the end. We've raised 5 times. Just to kind of slightly comfortable. How much time have you spent in petrol stations on the way here? But the fact of the matter is, I prefer to spend money on petrol than tea. I am not. I'm saying, why this? I absolutely have not. And look, ultimately, your car is still not the food. When did I see Captain Snapdale? Oh no, he's here though. He's here. He's here. He's here. We can go. Go on. Go on.
Oh, there you go. Not bad.
Drinking his fill.
The fuck? Data usage. I got them. I fucking unlimited. I've been on holiday. What the fuck? Not interested in that. Yeah, that was sad. Stanley. No. Just out of nowhere. Oh, not everybody can see. Wow. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. I wish they'd have turned that fucking phone sideways. Oh. Wow. Still coming. Dude, somebody get on the fucking wire. Fucking get on the radio. Tell them to fucking slow down. I'm hungry. But I really don't fucking feel like cooking. So the question becomes, do I get off my ass and go make something? Or do I make a phone call and have something delivered? I think in the interim, I'm gonna have some chips and hummus. Wow. I have a thing for chips and hummus. And I don't get pita chips. They're always baked way too hard. I like the O Organics with flax. Blue Cork Tootsie. Oh, shit. Wow. Where's my knife? All right. Wow. Millions of dollars of damage. Between the big trucks, the cars, the freight that was on the big trucks. Horrible. Fire. Wow. Wow. Wow, that was wow. Whoa. See, I don't get this. People see a big truck blown over, and then they just keep driving. They'll film it, but they just keep driving. Whoa. Jackknife in the middle of the highway. That's a driver right there. He saved that truck. Oh. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh. Wow. Wow. He's just sitting still. Mmm. Whoa. He saved it. Ran into a field, but he saved it from tipping over. Huh. Wow. Mm. That was scary as shit. Wow, you saved that. Whoa! Whoa! Wow. Wow. That was crazy. Hey, I'm live streaming on here on my phone, and I can see on my TV that I'm live streaming. Ha. Okay, this is gonna be weird. I'm gonna live stream my live stream. I'm gonna see if I can do that. Okay, this is gonna be weird. This is wicked, y'all. Whoa, I'm watching myself here and then here. Whoa. This is wicked, y'all. Whoa, I'm watching myself here and then here. You see? Whoa. You see there's a relay or a delay. Whoa, I'm watching myself here and then here. You see? You see there's a relay or a delay. I'm hearing it over and over and over again. This is wicked. I'm hearing it over and over and over again. This is wicked. Okay, I think I'm getting feedback from all the consistent loops. That was weird. I mean, I know I've watched my videos before, but never watched my video live. That was weird. Holy shit. It appears I have a viewer, but I don't know who you are because I can't see the chat. So I'm gonna try to do this a third time. I got YouTube on my phone, I got YouTube on my TV, and I'm about to go to YouTube on my computer. 3 sources of the site, 1 user. This is kind of weird. My drink is getting cold. See, this dude's saying that's a bad idea, and Arnold Schwarzenegger said that's the way to cut your chest and get your pecs. Nardo.
If you're a superhero fan, you know Stan Lee was an absolute legend, responsible for some of the best characters of all time. Bringing his beloved characters to the big screen has been a game changer. It's introduced new people to the magic of Marvel, and also brought many actors together over the years, and today we'll be sharing their words in light of Stan Lee's passing. Before we share these reactions, make sure to click on the subscribe button and ring that great bell to get access to the latest videos from CBR. Stan Lee had been involved with comic books since 1939, time when DC Comics reigned supreme.
Yeah.
He was going head-to-head against immensely popular heroes such as Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Lee had an interesting vision for the future of heroes. As creations started showing up on the big screen, Lee remained a palpable presence, and we look forward to seeing his signature cameos in each new movie. We had heard of his health struggles for quite some time, but we're still devastated to learn that he had passed away on November 12, 2018, at the age of 95. Let's take a look at his legacy.
Yesterday.
And the memories he left behind. The first Iron Man movie is an incredibly important part of the MCU. Actor Robert Downey Jr. was a risky choice to portray Tony Stark, but now it's hard to imagine anyone else in the role. In response to Lee's passing, he shared a sweet snap from movie set and said, "I owe it all to you. Rest in peace, Stan." Robert Downey Jr. was just one of the Avengers to offer his condolences
one drink. Got me buzzing. Yeah. Something to watch. Watch a condensed version of the Cowboys versus the Eagles. So instead of watching it in 3 hours, I watch it in 30 minutes. And while that's happening, I'm gonna make a drink. Which means I need to unplug that, damn it. Hello, Landry. Let there be light. Oh, let there be more light. Sorry about that. Shit. Even a stoner has rules about their food. Why would you give me a coupon on tequila when I've never bought tequila from you? So I spent $125.36 and I saved 17%, which is $26.08. 25 items sold for $125. It's on average price of $4 for each item. Now, you notice I just poured in some more 3-apple blend. I'm trying a theory out. I want to see if I allow the little bit that was in there to get hot and start doing a mini boil. If I add a little bit more on top of that, if it'll help make it come out faster. But while we wait for that, something to have a shot of Jameson. Never hurts. I think my theory proved right, because that took a lot less time than it did the first time. And now, I'd like to offer a toast to Mr. Stan Lee. Been involved in comics since 1939. "79 years. That's a long time to be doing one job. It's a long time to be bringing so much joy to so many people. And for that, I say thank you, Mr. Lee. May you rest in peace. May you always be remembered. Battle app. And now, finish making our rum beverage. Oh shit, we're already in the second quarter. It was fast. Well, it was so fast, I couldn't believe it. It was like, wow, it just happened. It just happened. Might get a little more light. You know, I gotta say, from the time I started this channel, a lot of years ago, I've grown. Not just mentally and psychologically, but physically. I've gone from 145, 155 pounds up to 210. Y'all watched me lose weight. In a very short amount of time, I lost like 60 pounds. I was back down to like 150. It was hard. And then, you know, at the beginning of this year, I started working out. And I gotta tell you, like, even just sitting here looking at myself in the view of my phone, like, I give off a whole different silhouette. Because I'm a whole different size. use a Zippo if you're gonna smoke. There's nothing like it. And there's no substitute for a Zippo. Plus, how classy are you when you pull it out of your, pull it off your hip and, man, light your cigarette, man. Hot. Suck it down. Nice. Good job, Gallup. Still hot. Nice. All right. Nah. Oh, that hurdle was great. Oh my God. That hurdle was amazing. Ezekiel Elliott cleared him. He would jump like fucking 5.5 feet in the fucking air. Dude was hunched over ready to take him out and he just fucking hurdled his ass. Yeah. You touched the line. You stepped over the line. You stepped over the line. Fucking Johnny Knoxville. Oh, come on. Jack. Two extra yards. All right, here's a question for you. If you got a friend who was once a stripper and invited you over to see her strip, and then she invited you to a sex club, but you know the father of her baby that she's currently with, should I fuck her? Is that an invitation since she's comfortable being naked around me? I don't know. I mean, what am I going to do if, while I'm at this club that she's at, and she's naked and I'm naked and I'm fucking nailing her? What am I going to do if her old man who works security at this club walks in? Like, do I just, hey, what's going on, man? You know, dude, great chick. I mean, I don't know what to do. I was married for 13 years. It's not like I have, a lot of recent experience in the game. I don't know what to do. I don't know what not to do. Second and 23. Jesus Christ. 3rd and 15. Nice. Oh, Beasley. Great job, Cole. Great job. Oh. Harris almost had it, like that fucking close. I ain't got bit the inside of my cheek. I got this like piece of skin on the inside. I can feel it with my tongue. But that's it. Whoa. Had a lot of sex in this game. A lot of sex. 3rd and 16. And a throw behind the fucking line of scrimmage. Like, alright. Luigi's North Park. See, I got the number on the phone I'm recording this on. But I don't want to fuck with the stream. Do I want wings? Do I want pizza? Oh. How you doing, boss? This is Chef. I'm all right. How you been? I was hoping to get a delivery tonight. 20 wings, naked, with plenty of ranch. Yeah, just ranch on the side, but plenty of it, because last time there was only like 2 of the little ones. Appreciate it, man. You, are you delivering tonight, or are you working the phones? Okay. Okay. Well, I'll be sure to throw a few on the line for you. Send it back with you. Yeah, y'all should totally make a post-it for me by the phone. It's 4443 Idaho Street, apartment 2, and the gate code to get in is pound 6969. Sweet. All right, man. You have a good night. Peace. No, they're not gonna be here for a while. They gotta make the wings first. They gotta make the wings first. She gets so excited. She's like, "Oh shit, somebody's coming over." See, what's great about this place is their drivers and well, pretty much everybody there knows me. At one point, I was literally getting them to deliver two orders of lasagna with extra bread at least 3 times a week. So I became known as the lasagna guy. But I also became known as the edible guy because every time the delivery person shows up, no matter who it is, I always give them a couple of my hard candies, a couple of my edibles as a tip. Everybody loves them, gets them stoned. You know, it's a free high for them, all for doing their job. Hi, Landry. Hi, my pretty girl. How'd your day? You're the best girl in the world, do you know that? Yeah. Did you have a pretty smile for Dad? She smile pretty? Let me see, let me see, let me see. Oh, there's the pretty smile. Come here. Do you have a pretty smile? Can you smile for Dad? You got a pretty smile? Come here, let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on, come here, come here. Hold on, let me see. Oh, there's the... Hold on, hold on. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. There's the pretty smile. Oh. Come on. I gotta do this one-handed. Oh, you took the fattest one. Oh my God. You got the biggest one. What did you get, Andrie? Oh, you're such a good girl. You like your pretty smiles, huh? Yes, you do. You love your pretty smiles. I know. She absolutely loves these things. The Dentley Rawhide Chew Chips. It's... She goes ape shit over them. And it keeps her teeth really clean. So it's beneficial on 2 parts. You got your nummies. You're such a good girl. Oh, you're the best girl in the world. Oh, nice. Zeke got another touchdown. Now, I'm gonna admit something. Earlier, I took a dab of this with this and kind of blanked out. I won't say I passed out, but I was like right on the edge. Like I lost control of my hands, dropped the nectar collector in my lap. Luckily, it didn't burn my dick, but it was something else. So at that point, I realized, okay, I need to put this down for a little bit. So if it happens again, just know you should probably post it on another website or take a clip of it and fucking repost it. I don't give a shit. Oh, Heath got him before he got in. That was great. Ugh. Fourth quarter 2013. Oh, and they keep him out. Oh, he swung that right in there. Hurts. That really hurts me. Ooh. Ooh, that was, wow. That was a little rough. Ooh. You know, I've noticed something. Every single time that Ezekiel Elliott has scored, he's kept the ball with them. Now, what I'm wondering is if he has like a room with all of his NFL touchdown balls in it. Tear it up, girl. Good job. Good job. She's tearing that thing up. By the way, I'm single. So, any females that see this and are in the San Diego area or plan on being in the San Diego area, feel free to send me a message or whatever. You know, I've got notifications on my phone. And I guess anybody that's watched this far has my address for the time being. Although in January that will change. Threw his ass to the ground. Oh, he got it. 27-20. James Bond car on a budget. Why not? Ed Chiner. Kills me when they pronounce A as R. It's Ed Chiner. Dragnet. I love Terrence Hill. Great, great guy. Great actor. Great comedian. Bowler Wildcat. That's just the fucking FC. I hadn't seen this in forever. The first beatboxer. Tommy Chong just. He's in there, man. He's in there, man. Told you you're gonna get me in trouble. One of the best scenes ever. Welfare office, Cheech and Chong. If you can sit through that scene, the welfare office and Cheech and Chong, without laughing, then your life sucks. Resin lava bowl? What? No. Can Israelis and Palestinians see eye to eye? Probably not. Do you fear black men? No, I do not. Windows and mirrors. You can still see yourself in either one. Quest for global empathy. Waste of time. Drinking karaoke song. Okay. Let's see if I can do Midland drinking problem karaoke. I do not own the rights to any of this, except what comes from my own lungs. One more night, one more town, one more round. First one in, last one out. Getting this town lots to talk about. They don't know what they don't know. People say I got a drinking problem, and ain't no reason to stop. People saying that I've hit rock bottom, just 'cause I'm living off the rocks. It's a broken hearted thinking problem, so pull that bottle off the wall. People say I got a drinking problem, but I got no problem drinking it all. I keep on talking, drawing conclusions. Call it a problem, I call it a solution. Last call gets later and later. I stay in here so I don't have to hate her. Same old folks, same old songs, same old blue neon, same old buzz. Just because people say I got a drinking problem, that ain't no reason to stop. People saying that I've hit rock bottom, just 'cause I'm living off the rocks. It's a broken hearted thinking problem, so pull that bottle off the wall. People say I got a drinking problem, but I got no problem drinking it all. They keep on talking, drawing conclusions. Call it a problem, I call it a solution. Just sitting here in all my grand illusions. You call it a problem, I call it a solution. Yeah, just a solution. It's a broken hearted thinking problem, so pull that bottle off the wall. People say I got a drinking problem, but I got no problem drinking it all. They keep on talking, drawing conclusions. Call it a problem, I call it a solution. Sitting here in all my grand illusions. You call it a problem, I call it a solution. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will be here all year. Because I live here. Yeah. Yeah. Whiskey bit and hellbound. It's a little too strong. There it goes. So, alright, we're gonna try Don't Close Your Eyes in the style of Keith Whitley. I know you loved him a long time ago, and even now in my arms you still want him, I know. But darling, this time let your memories die when you hold me tonight. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Let it be me. Don't pretend it's him in some fantasy. Darling, just once let yesterday go, and you'll find the love that you've ever known. Just hold me tight when you love me tonight, and don't close your eyes. Maybe I've been a fool, holding on all this time, lying here in your arms, knowing he's on your mind. But I keep hoping someday that you'll see the light. Let it be me tonight. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Let it be me. Don't pretend it's him in some fantasy. Darling, just once let yesterday go, and you'll find more love than you've ever known. Just hold me tight when you love me tonight, and don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes, let it be me. Don't pretend it's him in some fantasy. Darling, just once, let yesterday go. You'll find more love than you've ever known. Just hold me tight when you love me tonight. And don't close your eyes. Just hold me tight when you love me tonight. And don't close your eyes. Oh. Okay, I gotta. Sorry. I gotta move that. And push that. Turn down the ringer. Media's up. We're good. Alright, I'm gonna try to J-rig. A little something to work. Hey, check that out. Got me a lot closer, a lot better light. That works. I like that. Ooh. I might have to get out some money for delivery. Oh. Hey, look at that. I got 5. And over here we've got a whole bunch of feather bills. Oh, look at that. 20s, 50s, and 100s. All that's in this stack. Look. Yup. All that's in that stack. See, when you do what needs to be done, and you take care of business, you can make a wallet like this and carry a wallet like this, like I do. You just have to apply yourself. And if you don't, then you're a damn fool. Who wouldn't want to walk around with a stack in their pocket? A rack. Ugh. That's for dinner. And That's for 10. 2 edibles. And then I got a couple extra. If you remember, for the gentleman that took my order. I think it was Jeff. I'm gonna tell this dude and be like, hey, give that to the guy that answered the phone, who's also working a pasta station. Make sure he gets it. Fuck you. Nah, I won't say that. I look pretty mean when I say it, though. Alright, what else we got? No, I don't want to do Miley Cyrus, The Climb. Let's listen to Fuck You, I'm Drunk. You won't let me in, 'cause you're sick and tired of me reeking again. Locked all the doors from the front to the back, and left me a note telling me I should pack. In the bar and the fellas all cheer. They order me up a whiskey and beer. You ask me why I'm writing this poem. Some call it a tavern, but I call it home. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Pour my beer down the sink, I've got more in the trunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. And I'm going to be drunk till the next time I'm drunk. You've given me an option, you say I must choose between you and the liquor, then I'll take the booze. Jumping on Western down to the south side, where I'll sit down and exercise my Scottish pride. I'm drunk, fuck you, I'm drunk. Pour my beer down the sink, I've got more in the trunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk, and I'm going to be drunk till the next time I'm drunk. I gotta turn this one down. Sing a song about the American dream.
About the way our American hearts beat way down in the bottom of our chest.
About the way our American hearts beat down in our belly. Special feeling we get from the cockles. Maybe in the subcockle area. Maybe from the kidneys. Maybe in the colon. We don't know. I'm just a regular Joe with a regular job. Our average white suburban outlaw. I like football and porno and average house with a nice hardwood floor, my wife and my job. I'm honest. Ain't enough. Give me money. Be interested. No, no. Else's expense. Yeah. Driving slow in the ultra fast lane while people behind me are going insane. I'm an asshole. Let's all. I piss on the seat. I walk. I'm an asshole. Oh, I love that song. Look at the previous video. Pause it. Alright, this is a song I really want to hear right now. Hey, calm down. Calm down, it's alright. Other people live in this apartment complex too. I want to hear a specific song right now.
What's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing, boss? Hey, move. Back. Chill. Hey, stay. Come on in, bro. Hey, don't even move. Stop. Chill. Stay. How you doing, bud?
I'm good, man.
What's your name?
Brendan.
Brendan. I'm Chef. Nice
Yeah,
to
hell
meet
yeah. I heard about you. I think I thought I delivered here before, and I'm like, no, maybe
you.
not.
Alright. There's 25 for you.
Okay, great.
And then, I got 2 of these for you.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
60 milligrams each.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I know.
And then, I've been drinking, so I can't remember the dude's name. He's working pasta tonight.
Oh, okay, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get these.
So be hyped on those.
Dude, I told him I'd send a couple extra for him.
Oh yeah, he'll be hyped, dude.
Dude.
All right, man.
Much obliged,
Yeah,
man.
man. Enjoy the night.
You have a good one.
You as well, my friend.
Good girl. Good girl. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Thank you. Okay, go. I got wings. And since you don't need a really great shot of me doing my wing thing. Oh. Oh shit. Oh, those are hot as fuck. Give me plenty of fucking ranch this time. See, I ordered 20. but I usually get like 25. They always fucking throw an extra for me. And what I usually end up doing is eating half one night and half the next night. Got to keep the receptacle for the bones. Gotta find something to watch now. Disco Volante.
One of the most striking, intelligent, and unusual cars I've seen in a very long time. It started out in life as an Alfa Romeo 8C, but was totally rebodied and reupholstered by an old coach building company in Birmingham called Touring. In the 50s, they styled and built sports cars for Alfa Romeo. Later, they designed the Aston Martin DB5 and the F6, along with the Jelson Interceptor, and the very first Lamborghini, the 350 GT. That is, according to CV. In recent years, however, they've been reduced to making wildly modified Bentleys and Maseratis. It's been like watching Dame Judi Dench reduced to appearing in a regional pantomime. But now they've decided to bring the lost art of proper coach building back with the Disco Volante.
Flashes of parts.
Certain structural and safety-related things that can't be changed. The seatbelt mounting points, the windscreen, the suspension mounting points. They'll be the same on this one, because they are. This one is like Preston said. You can't change the skeleton. You can change the flesh. And that is what they've done. But has it worked? The simple answer is yes. It doesn't shake, it doesn't rankle. It doesn't feel like botched plastic surgery. You don't think every time you go in for a bump, oh no, my nose is going to fall off. It doesn't feel like Michael Jackson.
Doesn't feel like Michael Jackson.
This is high praise for a real car. It feels. That's the beginning. That said, it does not feel like the car it's spawned in. It doesn't feel like an 8C. That's because they've softened the suspension and turned it from a stiff, B-road barnstormer into a comfortable, easy machine on road. There are loads of cars built specifically to attack a road like this. So it's quite refreshing to find one that allows you to see through it. See the keys, so it doesn't feel like an 8C. And it certainly doesn't sound like one either. It's the most soulful sounding car I think I've ever heard. It's as though the entire exhaust system is actually made because the motor is ready. get me wrong though. This is not a slow car. It has a 444 horsepower, 4.7 litre Maserati V8.
444 horsepower.
Couple that to a super
Less than 100 more than
body,
my car.
and you end up with a car that accelerates like it's fallen off a cliff. The top speed is 180 miles. Driving a car this exquisite, this elegant, quickly feels wrong. Like Oprah does to heard it through the grapevine. This is top speed. This is where it's at its best. Half speed. I don't even feel inclined to drive it fast. I don't want to bring the tail out on the hairpins. So I'm putting it in auto, put some tunes on standard, like so, pop on a pair of sunglasses, and slow on now.
Jeremy Clarkson slowing down.
But pretty soon you'll want to stop altogether and get out. Because looking at this car, that's really what it's all about. It's interesting how many elements from other things you shape and see a little bit of effect. Really tight. Then there's the it's called Discovery, the spaceship in 2001 Space Odyssey. I've seen that in the front. I love the way they painted gold before they painted red to make the colour richer. Then there's the name Disco Volante picked out in the seats. I know in Italian Disco Volante means flying saucer, but to me it's the name of Marlowe's hydrofoil in the Bond film Thunderball. I love that car. I think it really is time now to bring out my special beloved face. I was jealous of Hammond when he came out to Italy the other day to drive the new Alfa Force because to me that thing is special. It's the angel Gabriel. But I'm not jealous anymore because this is the full baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus.
I'm not going to say it's the best car in the world. It certainly isn't the nicest to drive. The brakes and spongy. You can see nothing out of the bag. But as a tool for making you feel special, really nothing gets close. Nothing at all. A Maserati part, an Alfa Romeo badge, exhausts made out of Otis Redding, and a handcrafted body to die for. That is one hell of a combination. It really is.
Oh, that's beautiful. Jaguar XJ220. One of the most expensive cars in the world. And 1993.
This is the
McLaren
McLaren
Speedster.
Speedtail, the third member of McLaren's Ultimate Series following the P1 and Senna. It is a 1,036 brake horsepower hybrid Hyper GT as elegant as the Senna is ugly, capable of hitting 250 miles per hour and costing £2.1 million. And yet, the most exciting thing about it isn't anything to do with the numbers. It's the car whose spirit the Speedtail doesn't reference. Truly, I never thought I'd see the day when the McLaren F1's interior layout was revisited in a modern car. Yet here I am.
Right in the middle.
Essentially, in the Speedtail with a perfect view out and a couple of brave legs along the right too. Truly, this is awesome. We don't catch in the McLaren F1 chips without doing it. Is about so much more than just the number of seats. Although the seats are actually the top. These two are understandably built into the carbon fibre top. And mine is built entirely from carbon fibre and it's covered in something called directional leather. Basically, slippery bits on the side so you can slide your bum in and then grippy bits in front to hold you in place when you're at high speeds. In front of you are bank screens in the centre, and each to a cluster so the speed, the gear, the amount of revs, and various information about the car. On the left, we have climate control navigation. On the right, phone and media, and at the extreme edges, between all screens, you can see the feeds from the wing mirrors. And you notice an almost complete lack of buttons here, apart from up here, where we have a secondary control panel. Now that's got the active dynamics, that's where you select drive, neutral, reverse for the gearbox. The engine is home control, the
Drive.
electronic doors and the windows. And there's a button here that activates something called velocity. Push that and the car moves down. The wing mirrors retract. It changes the hybrid strategy, so the engine idles a little bit higher and charges the battery up fully. And it will deploy that boost until you're really shifting to make sure you can access that 20 mile an hour top speed. By the way, that's 7 miles an hour more than the McLaren F1, making this the fastest car that has ever produced. And that's not all the tricks on the interior. You notice I'm almost entirely surrounded by glass, some of it electro-chrome glass. Yeah, that means that at the top of the windscreen, in this portal above my head, at the top of the doors and in the windows here, there's glass that can switch from clear to opaque at the touch of a button. There's also this stuff, fibre made from this layer of ultra-thin carbon, and then the shape you want is simply machined from that block. So you're left with these beautiful, intricate, almost wood-like patterns on the panels on the wheel, on the panel above my head. Pretty fancy stuff, but I know what you're thinking. What's it like for passengers? High speed, of course, is the real goal here. Every inch of the Speedtail's exterior is sculpted to reduce drag and help it slip in the air unimpeded. Whereas the Senna trades on downforce and ultimate track performance and function at the expense of all else, this is the opposite. It's about elegance, extreme acceleration, and that F1 eclipsing top speed. Firstly, there's the dimensions. This thing is actually narrower than a P1, but over half a metre longer. Part of that comes from a slightly longer wheelbase, but the vast majority is from here, from this massively elongated tail, all in the name of bleeding the air off gently from the back edge and reducing turbulence. McLaren also wanted to reduce the number of shut lines on the Speedtail, so you see this entire rear section, this rear clamshell that wraps right around the back of the car, is a single piece of carbon fibre. Talking about reducing shut lines, we've got hydraulically actuated flaps here. Now these can pop up to act as air brakes or generally just balance the car in various driving situations. And you'll notice there's no hinges. The carbon fibre is just flexible, keeping the bodywork as smooth and as perfect as possible. With
driving up the car, you may not be able to see it from that angle actually, but there's a snorkel intake here, split either side of the brake.
Need more of those shortly.
Into the combustion engine there, but it doesn't stick up into the
I'm watching this Top Gear review of the McLaren Speedtail.
perfectly attached all the way along the car's roofline. Speaking of roofline, you've got this gorgeous teardrop-shaped cockpit, a smooth glass house here, and here's quite nice. Nod to the F1, this small ticket window at the bottom here, and then we come to the wing mirrors, or should we call them wing cameras in this car here when they're out of position, but the camera tracks fully into the bodywork, making the car as slippery as it possibly can be. But then we get to the wheels, 20-inch wheels at the front, 21-inch at the back.
1 inch offset is what it should be.
Wanted to get on the McLaren Senna, but what you don't get on the Senna is the carbon fibre aerodynamic wheel covers that reduce the turbulence massively, yet attached all the way down the significant length of this car. And there's which we've got another flap here, an extension of the bonnet line here that shrouds the windscreen wiper, controlling the air, keeping it smooth, keeping it flowing tightly close to the bodywork, right to the very back. Essentially, this thing cleans the air like a greasy butter. And no drag is nothing without a weight. To go with the carbon monocoque, this full carbon panel is keeping the weight 1,430 kilograms dry. That's just 35 kilograms more than the P1. Not bad, really, considering the gadget and that extra seat and that tail. Okay, so you want some numbers. Well, the truth is, I don't have them all yet. McLaren's holding back certain things like full powertrain stats and full performance figures, but what I can do is make an educated guess. So we can only assume under there is a version of the 4-litre twin-turbo V8 from the Senna producing, let's say, around 700. And then we have electric motors, and we have battery packs, and this car probably...
Sorry, I'm with this because I'm playing this game, League of Angels. And I'm kicking some ass.
Oh, in case you're wondering, it's 10 faster to 186 than a Bugatti Chiron, and it has twice the number of wheels. Not only can we mention the space for battery in the front and the back. The spoke hydrogen magnetic Speedtail's interior is made of polymers. Which brings us to two teeny-weeny hypercars, price and availability. Only 106 of these ever be made, costing from £2.1 million, and it's all sold out. I don't mind about that so much. What we care about is what this car says about McLaren, the company.
That was interesting. GOP Jesus. It's the baby Jesus. Let's hear about the Great Wall of China.
It's one of the world's greatest engineering wonders, the Great Wall of China. They say it can even be seen from space. It's a military masterpiece that has witnessed hundreds of battles. It extends British writer and historian William Lindsay has lived in China for 20 years. Exploring the Great Wall has become his lifetime obsession.
Oof. You're in my way. So it's 2 hours after 2 hours after I started drinking. Right? Yeah, 2.5. And I'm feeling alright, yo. Feeling really alright. So, turn that on high. Heat that much up fast. This is a lot faster than the last time. So I figure, why the fuck not? You can tell, huh? Because I'm getting sloppier each time. In the morning, I'm going to make an amazing omelet. Eggs. I might just do only egg whites. And, we'll do some chicken. And, some basil, some rosemary. Some shiitake mushrooms, some onion. Yeah, I think that's going to make an amazing omelet. Maybe I'll even medicate it. You never know. I got up early this morning, which means I'm probably going to go to bed early tonight and sleep late as fuck. Since I didn't get to go work out, probably go work out in the morning. Yeah. I can hear it. It's like at a really low level. It starts to vibrate. Yeah. Bigger bubbles coming up now. Now we're gonna add the rest. Because it did it a hell of a lot faster than putting it all in at once. You gotta teach yourself. You gotta question everything. You gotta say, okay, is there a better way I can do this? Silk Road. Silk Road went right through the Himalayas. All right. This is number 3. Oh. I have a feeling that when I took Landry out for her last time, she probably go get some Tums. Because I get some hellacious stomach acid when I drink. Oh.
The beacon tower behind me was not only the perfect vantage point for guards on this frontier to watch for the enemy coming from the north, it was a signalling station. So when the enemy was sighted, this beacon would have been ignited.
This is how it worked. As soon as the guards spotted their medic warriors, he transmitted smoke signals by daylight, or beacon fires at night. The alarms communicated to garrisons located in the hinterland. How long is the harbor war? Recently, Chinese experts started to find out.
Join the local archaeological survey team who are taking part in a national survey.
The team is heading out into the Gobi Desert. They need a whole summer just to measure the sexual movement. At night, the temperature can be climbed to over 40 degrees Celsius. Today, the team is exploring a fortification that lies in the hinterland of the Half-Wall. This could have been a garrison for support troops. Today, the remains are hardly visible.
This tower has a name, it's called Half Tower. Obviously,
Half
the
Tower.
tower is missing. The team are here today to locate the fortifications with GPS. I'm wondering how they're going to measure the height because it's so crumbly, I'm asking. Nous avons les cordons. So they don't have to climb up the tower to measure it. They have a device here.
A laser rangefinder collects the data. Only a few years before the results of the survey are summarized. And
A few years.
for the length of the harm.
So from here to the Jade Gate is about 45-50 kilometers. And there are 3 sections of wall that are quite visible. And in between, there's virtually nothing, although the archaeologists may find traces. Mr. Young is very reluctant to give a guesstimate of how many kilometers of land wall are standing.
Wow.
GPS team leader Mr. Young has given William directions to a place in the desert where the wall has a unique shape. It's a 16-kilometer hike, so William is buying provisions for the trip.
Well, probably wouldn't be very good for nights in the desert.
A lot of what he sees doesn't seem too useful for a desert trek, but he finally finds what he needs.
Successful shopping trip for $1.99 or so. Good supply of high energy foods. Delicious.
What dates?
At 5 o'clock, Lindsay sets up for the hike.
miles or something like that. It's 14.4k, so it's about 9 miles along.
He's not looking alone. In the desert, only two rangers. With him is his Chinese friend, Kiao Jin. Their GPS says they will reach the strip of wall in 5 hours.
Let's go.
It's cool now, but the sparse vegetation is timber dry. There hasn't been any rainfall here for months. They're walking in a featureless landscape.
You can see a solitary tree at the moment. I just had a big map of the whole country. Basically, my journey along the wall from the desert to the sea was like that. 1,700 miles. Not the ideal map for hiking across desert grassland.
It's nearly noon, and the sun is burning. But finally, they arrive at the place they've been looking for.
Hey, there it is. We made it. Fantastic. Great. Brilliant.
For William, it's already worth the trip, even the 5 hours back.
Amazing, eh?
5-hour hike.
Fantastic.
Wow. It's a hell of a wall.
Of all the faces that the Great Wall of China has, this is the rarest of them all. This wall is made of wood. See, there's 6 layers of branches there. And in between, minimal use of the gravel. So I'm really glad I've come here today, well worth the 10-mile trek.
Leaving the Dunhuang region and making his way east along the ancient Silk Road, William was aiming for a town called Jiayuguan.
Jiayuguan.
The historic
At least they're
site is
driving.
5 kilometers out of town. And the best view is from the sky.
Oh, that's sketchy.
A giant castle guarding the wall, built in 1539 by Jiajing, emperor of the Ming Dynasty. The Ming emperor's contempt for the nomads reached grotesque proportions, with a demand that the character Ji, standing for barbarians, should be written as small as possible. After the Han Dynasty, other dynasties rose and fell. Many of them built walls, but none of any significant length. Ming Emperor Jiajing ascended the dragon's throne in 1521. He renewed the Han tradition established in ancient times, constructing a long wall on the northern border with its westernmost point at the Jiayuguan Pass. Jiayuguan translates as barrier to the Pleasant Valley, and Pleasant Valley means China. This gigantic fort is built in the foothills of the Himalayas.
Wow. Still standing. After all these centuries.
The mighty walls form a kind of maze to stop invaders in their tracks. And there's a wonderful legend about its construction.
To have big wastage of materials prior to construction of the fortress. The architect was asked to calculate exactly how many bricks were required. He computed 999,999. The bricks were delivered, the fortress built, and at the end, the chief of works confronted the architect with the brick and said, "This is wasted." But the architect was too smart. He said, "No, I factored that into the equation. That brick should be placed over the portal, and it will bring all the guards in the fortress and all of those travelers passing under its portals good fortune." 600 years later, the leftover brick still remains.
Wow. Wow. 999,999. It only took 999,998. He said, "No, that's for good fortune."
This wall has nothing in common with the brick and stone wall of the nation. It's made of round earth, and although it's more than 400 years old, it's still in good shape, and it's still wide enough to walk on.
Wow.
On his walks along the walls, William Lindsay soon learned he could count on receiving warm hospitality from the farmers of the way.
Before coming to China, my family and friends were very concerned. In 1987, going to China, the big communist country on the other side of the world, are the people going to be friendly? And I didn't have a support for what depended on farmers. I discovered very early on that farmers were my great allies. Even with very little Chinese, but a lot of sign language and smiling, I got what I needed: food, water, shelter. Without them, I couldn't have been successful.
Even if many of them can't understand why a foreigner should be so interested in the wall. For them, this is no monument, but simply a part of their village, and one with a perfectly practical use.
I was asking why these holes in the wall. I thought they were nests, but in fact, previously the farms were right up against the wall, so there were wooden beams going into the wall. But the Great Wall experts, the Cultural Heritage Protection Authorities, requested the farmers to destroy those buildings and move back in order to protect the national heritage.
If you want to know how Ming Dynasty masons constructed their wall more than 400 years ago, all you have to do is keep your eyes open. Even today, Chinese farmers build walls the same way their ancestors did. They tap the earth in a wooden casing, tap, put layer on layer. They even sing the traditional folk songs passed down from their forefathers. A house is not complete without a wall around it, says an old Chinese proverb.
A house is not complete without a wall around
Is
it.
building this wall to enclose this compound, so this is the final piece of work. And this is embedded in Chinese architectural tradition. Whether it's a compound, or a village, or a kingdom, it must be enclosed, completely safe. They built most of the wall just like this, is a round earth wall. Imagine how many billion floods it took.
Oh, shit.
The singing is an important part of the work.
Hey, that's Shadow Stalker.
It stands
Yes.
into a rhythm. And the actual content, oh, I've been in China 23 years, but this guy has a really heavy accent. It's a bit difficult. But it's definitely kind of rap. He changes the words and occasionally you hear them chuckle. So I think he gets a little dig in about those that are kind of falling behind in distance, or maybe you can tell by the thuds if someone is out of tune.
This group of about 20 farmers from Sweden took a day to erect about 27 meters of wall. We don't know if their ancestors could have worked better or faster. But we do know they would have used the same materials and tools, except for the tractors carrying the clay and the cell phones.
And the cell phones. Damn. Wow.
On his journey along the walls of China, William Lindsay is walking eastwards, out of the Heishi corridor, and turning north along the Great Wall of the Ming Dynasty. Into the great blue of the Yellow River, the cradle of China's civilization. This has always been the gateway for the nomads to enter China. Here, though wind and weather have done their worst, the wall of its towers can still be made out on the crags above the river. The garrison forts were the outposts of this defensive outer wall. Today, they use it strictly non-military.
I love staying in the countryside. This building is made of thick blocks of limestone, and on the roof there's turf. When you come here in winter, they've got a good method for keeping you warm. See this? It's not a bed, it's called a can, K-A-N-G. And they put the fuel in the
Okay.
light.
K-A-N-G.
If you're cooking here, you've got a nice warm bed for the night. So, I've got full board and lodging, breakfast tomorrow morning, and dinner this evening, and lunch coming up soon for less than $10. I should apologise for the slurping. It's part and parcel of the meeting in China. Considered the sound of an appreciation.
Slurping considered a sign of appreciation.
Is appreciated today are also the reason why nomads raided the land of the Yellow River throughout the 16th century. In the year 1549, the barbarians come to plunder.
Wow.
still stands still, and a new border wall at Shuan The wall stands fast, even many troops are unable to capture the Chinese boundary. Does this mean defeat? The barbarians do not give up. They have a message for the Chinese. They will attack Beijing, the capital. By marching east, the nomad army finds its way around, thus avoiding the new emperor's elaborate border fortifications. No one had suspected the nomads could cross the natural barrier, the mountain range of the Beijing.
Okay, that's too bright.
Back in 1550,
That's fucking annoying as shit.
any serious opposition on their way south. They terrorized Beijing's suburbs for 3 days. They demanded trading rights, leaving the Forbidden City untouched before drawing back to the steppes.
Forbidden City in China. Another piece in a for
After
you.
a short period of trading, the Ming Emperor started building a wall north of Beijing. Between the 1550s and 1644, it reached a length of at least 1,200 kilometers. The Stone Dragon, the Chinese Great Wall as the world knows it today. How many people were needed to build it? Official figures are
I
rare.
need to go back over
Some
those.
inaccessible sections of the wall that are
Darkened up the rest of it.
engraved with texts that could give us that information.
I'm hoping this stone is going to tell me something about when this wall was built, how many people were involved, and mention some place names. From here, the inscription looks very faint, but we have a ladder.
Oh shit, that just happened. Whoa.
This ancient Chinese copying technique starts with gluing a sheet of paper onto the tablet, something with water. This is step number 1.
Step number 2, Dazi translates literally as typing characters. So he's using a brush and he's hammering the paper into the carvings.
Wow, that's kind of weird.
The
Oh wow.
parts of the paper will be blackened, and the lower parts have gone into the characters, and any design along the edges, they will remain white.
Wow, that's fucking genius.
After 3 hours of sponging and drying, Mr.
Wow.
Wu presents his piece of art. It looks like a blueprint or an old archive document,
Wow.
and he helps William translate the ancient Chinese characters, which today hardly anybody can read.
到那王世忠，然后就是八户
百货百货叫扬州，租的第2年冬天。
This stone is telling us that 2 military officials in charge of 1,100 families put in the effort to build 250 yards of wall in the autumn of 1579. So in terms of very simple arithmetic productivity, we're talking about 4 persons per family, 4,500 people working for 8 to 10 weeks in the autumn of 1579 to build that.
Wow.
As tamped earth walls were built by untrained serfs or peasants, this project required special knowledge.
Looks like fuckboy might be a home.
Skilled engineers, thousands of stone cutters, and tens of thousands of masons were recruited to build the wall.
Yeah.
And another factor led to the costs rising exponentially.
As if I can find enough to just put them on my bag. Thank you. Why is it ticking? Thank you. So that's one trip I don't have to make to Taco Bell.
That there are 60 kilns in this valley. The production of this centre alone would be equal to 300,000 bricks per month. Industrial scale production.
300,000 bricks a month.
Then as now, mass production is one thing, but it's a different matter to transport the product to where it's needed. Logistics.
Now, key question, very interesting question is, how did they move all the bricks up there? 王老师，你觉得我们离长城就在上面，我们可以看那个风来热的转到长城上面。
Again, there is almost no historical
Chong-chong
answer
comment.
to this question. But Professor Wang has his theory.
People may have carried a few bricks on their backs like this. And also it's been suggested a herd of goats could have carried a lot of bricks up there quite effectively. 2 bricks on the back of the goat, and the bricks are joined together with rope, so the goat is quite balanced as it's moving up the mountain.
It's a lot of fucking goats.
Even without bricks on your back, it's a hard slog up to the wall. But it's worth it. Hardly any tourists make it to this isolated section.
Yes, they smoke a lot. And probably don't eat enough.
Every time I come up here on these trails,
Trying to cut down on this.
I had to heave, push.
These make a lot of
all this
calories.
building material up here, all these blocks, all of these bricks.
The sometimes bizarre route taken by this wall has led many experts to believe that more than just defensive considerations were in play here. For generations, the Chinese had followed the practice of feng shui, the teachings of the wind and water. Feng shui experts were probably consulted and obeyed before the building of the wall to make sure that the forces of nature would work in its favor. Spending his days alone on the wall, Lindsay imagines how the soldiers must have suffered here, cut off from the world, enduring winds and foul weather, squeezed into bare and cramped quarters for months on end. Finally, this wall is a monument to the closed world view of the Ming Empire. It circumscribed their universe and excluded everything that was foreign.
Often scratching around in this rubble, you can find bits of pottery. I'm not sure what this stone is. It's quite interesting, maybe a bit.
Stone?
It would have been packed with gunpowder, a mud seal, a fuse, and the towers like this were just packed with these, maybe 50 or 100, to be lobbed off the wall when the town was attacked. That's a really good find.
Wow. A little minigun.
300
It's crazy.
further east,
The
we
minigun.
find another example of living history.
这是这个，
刚头发那第一个好的，
对，
那个就保证完好那个，
对对对，
当家的，
对。This is Jan Hershan. His ancestors built the wall here 440 years ago.
Wow.
And close by, towers have other family names like the Chen Tower, the Wang Tower, the Luo Tower. So here we have the family history of the Great Wall still living on 440 years after it was built.
Even today, they still worship their ancestors by celebrating ancient festivals.
It's a big head.
The pig was slaughtered yesterday, so it should be quite nice, fresh pork.
It would have been a rare moment of relaxation and abundance in a hard life. Mr. Jung makes the sacrifice to his ancestors and burns incense sticks.
Wow. Got a whole table just dedicated to that. That's cool.
The living generations of the Jung family bow to the dead and to their own great history.
Tradition. Very, very important.
The village families had to look after and feed the soldiers in the towers. Their takeaway food service survives to this day.
Chang Heshan, the farmer down in Changxia village, prepared some delicacies for me. Some lunch on up here, after my hike. And it's amazing to think that 400 years ago, guards garrisoned up on the wall would be sent these wolopia by their families.
Wolopia.
So, let's have a look. It's a kind of pasty, kept fresh in one of these large oak leaves. You can see the leaf prints on the pastry. Oh, and the taste. Full of chives. Kind of Chinese hamburger. Maybe the original Chinese takeaway for those up on the wall.
By 1644,
I'm drunk.
just short of 100 years of construction, the most impressive defensive wall ever made by man was finished. However, it was not one single great wall. It comprised a system of several defense lines, from the mountains to the sea. In 2009, after a national survey of the Ming Wall, Chinese officials announced that the total length is 8,850 kilometers. This is the end of Shanhaiguan, meaning Mountain Sea Pass.
The Chinese liken the Ming Great Wall to a dragon snaking across their land, and here it comes to a geographical end at Old Dragon's Head of the Yellow Sea. Not far from this location, in 1644, the commander of Shanhaiguan faced his biggest challenge, an event which led to the end of the Great Wall functioning as a national defense.
Professor Wang is taking William to the gates and walls of the outskirts of Shanhaiguan. This is the place where the Great Wall story came to an end. The construction of the Great Wall led to the financial and strategic collapse of the Ming Dynasty. Revolts broke out everywhere in the empire. An army of rebel peasants marched on Beijing where they toppled the emperor. Then on to Shanghaiguan, the last stronghold of the Ming Empire. But a mighty army had risen from the steppes heading for the Middle Kingdom, the Manchus. Caught in between was Wu Sangui. He was the general in command of the fortress at Shanghaiguan. Now he was under siege. What could he do? This was a powerful garrison, but was it strong enough to fight off attackers on two fronts? Professor Wang Cunlu tells William Lindsay the solution he found.
So trapped between two enemies, Commander Wu Sangui knew he couldn't defeat them both, so he came up with a plan to offer a alliance treaty with the Manchus in the north. And the two armies joined and confronted the peasant rebel army, and they defeated them.
A wall is only as strong as the men who guard it, Genghis Khan is supposed to have said. His successors from the steppes, the Manchus, would have agreed with him.
80,000 Manchu soldiers passed through this gate and entered the heartland of China.
The Manchus founded a new dynasty which in effect ruled over the Middle Kingdom until 1912. They called themselves Qing, meaning the pure.
Qing, meaning the pure.
And the Great Wall was of no use anymore. But its story did not come to an end. Even today, nobody knows how long all the Great Walls of China really are. There are still many more walls and stories to be discovered.
Wow.
And William Lindsay will not stop walking the Great Wall until he knows them all.
I don't think in future so many people will be organized in such a methodical way to create something that was not just history, that not just fell apart, but is left as part of the geography of China and the world. Certainly in future there are going to be new wonders, communications, longer life, exploring planets. But in terms of blood, sweat and tears, the Great Wall of China, I think is the ultimate. That's why I'm continuing.
That was fucking interesting as shit. 45 minutes basically. There's some interesting shit about the Great Wall of China. That should be interesting. Secrets of the Dead, China's Terracotta Warriors.
I'm just astounded that they could be produced in these sort of numbers and made so individual. How was this vast number of statues produced for China's first emperor? And are they more than just curiosity?
Fundamental advance in our understanding in our 21st century knowledge of physics.
China's terracotta army on Secrets of the Dead. More than 2,000 years ago, the first emperor of China set out to build a lavish
was at 7:30, some shit like that this morning. And taking my meds.
Satisfy their leader's wish. Ancient Chinese craftsmen created an army of clay, 8,000 soldiers strong. Now, 21st century scientists are studying the terracotta warriors, making astonishing discoveries. The year is 221 BC. In Mexico, the city of Teotihuacan is expanding, on track to become ancient America's greatest metropolis. In Egypt, the city of Alexandria boasts a 400-foot-tall lighthouse, one of the tallest buildings in the world.
400-foot tall lighthouse.
And in China, a team of craftsmen begins an incredible feat. More than 2,000 years later, in 1974, farmers digging a well near the Chinese city of Xi'an discovered strange fragments of clay sculpted in human form. Intrigued, Chinese archaeologists carefully excavated the soil and made a staggering discovery. 8,000 clay warriors, infantry, archers, generals, cavalry, buried in 3 pits near the tomb of one of history's most powerful men. A brilliant soldier and ruthless conqueror named Qing Shi.
Qing Shi.
More than 2,000 years ago, he unified 7 warring kingdoms into a single empire called China.
Named
Giving
after
himself the
him.
title of First Emperor. And he built himself an extraordinary tomb, one that dwarfed the ancient Egyptian pharaohs' pyramids. A Chinese author recorded the splendors of that tomb. Its rivers and oceans made of mercury. Its replicas of palaces, fully reproducing the emperor's earthly realm. But there was no mention of an underground army in this ancient text.
Don't have to mention
Nothing
it.
like it had ever been found before or since. The origins of the terracotta warriors have remained a mystery for more than 2 millennia. Now, archaeologists and scientists from around the world have joined together to find out everything they can about the statues. Why they were made, perhaps more intriguingly, how they were made. Each soldier stands 6 feet tall and weighs more than 600 pounds. Creating the terracotta warriors was a stunning achievement. It would have cost a fortune only an emperor could afford. The task required years of work and endless ingenuity as workers struggled to make clay statues on a scale never attempted before. And when they were finally finished, they were buried out of sight for eternity. Qing Shi went to enormous trouble and expense to create these statues. Statues that would never be seen by human eyes after his death. Just west of the first emperor's tomb, archaeologist Jing Hongwei is studying another
Jing Hongwei.
one that might provide clues to understanding why the first emperor produced his army of clay.
Whoa.
In 537 BC, some 300 years before the first emperor unified China, this gigantic pit was the tomb of Qing Jing Gu, ruler of the small kingdom of Qing, and one of the first emperor's ancestors.
Whoa.
These wooden boxes are grim reminders of what happened here the day Qing was buried. The ritual killing of his entire court.
Wow.
When Qin Jingong passed away, he buried 186 living people with him.
秦景公的一个墓葬，
They were buried in these coffins. Each coffin was numbered, and each victim was also given a number. Every victim was buried in the coffin with his or her number. The position of every coffin had been pre-assigned.
Wow.
Pride of place went to the ruler's ministers and wives, assigned to the coffins nearest his own. Cruder caskets in the outer ranks held royal craftsmen, bodyguards, and other useful commoners. They were all killed to serve their lord in death, as they had in life. It is the largest human
Oh, it
sacrifice
was
ever
fucking
found in an ancient Chinese
traumatizing.
But there were others.
My leader died, so now I have to die to protect him in the afterlife. That's fucked up.
Would have 100 to 200 corpses. This is a massive number.
Body counts like these from royal tombs conjure up images of mass slaughter. But there's no evidence of a violent massacre. These bones belong to people buried in Qing Jinggu's tomb. And according to archaeologist Zhang Junli, some of these people were happy, or at least willing to die.
I see you.
At that time, people believed that there was another world.
Hi.
People could carry on their lives after death. Rulers,
How are you?
and followers were
Come here,
enjoying their
give me some
lives
lovin'.
as their masters when he was
Oh.
alive. So it was quite natural to follow him when he died. For them, death was another form of life.
My best girl here. Spend everyone care. I do someone. I do anything for my Angie. I will. I will. I will. I will. I swear. I swear it. I swear it. I'd do anything for my
Some
Angie.
committed suicide. Others were murdered.
Yeah.
The answer to how they died lies in the bones.
This is a human skull uncovered from a coffin in the tomb. We tested the
Sorry.
composition of the skull and the hair.
I got no money.
We found that they both contain arsenic.
There are no
I'm a
traces
broke
of
white boy.
in the ground around the coffins, which leaves only one possibility. The arsenic must have been ingested by the victims, voluntarily or not.
Arsenic can be dissolved in alcohol. So we think that these victims drank arsenic wine and were poisoned to death.
When Qing Jinggu took his ministers, servants, and soldiers with him to the grave, he was following a 1,000-year-old Chinese tradition. Only 300 years later, the first emperor, the most powerful ruler in China's history, also buried officials, servants, entertainers, and 8,000 soldiers in his tomb.
It's a lot of people.
Made of clay. What changed
When I
in
die,
300 years?
I want these 12,
According to author
10,
Lord
12,
Sigmund,
14,000 people to
ancient
die.
Chinese may have believed in human sacrifice, but that didn't mean
It's the way shit used to be, though.
Today, we regard this as an inhumane thing. In ancient times, it was considered inhumane as well. Most of the court officials weren't willing to die, but they didn't have any choice, since they would have been disloyal if they didn't. The ritual system required them to die. It would be their honor to follow the monarch, despite the fact that none of them would really like it.
Good job.
But it was the violence of war that put an end to the practice of human sacrifice. Less than 65 years after Qing
I'll give you my hoodie.
China's 7
I'll give you my
kingdoms
sweater.
war.
Oh my god, she looks so adorable.
It lasted more than 250 years.
But see, if I move my phone to show you,
As generation after generation
she's gonna
by
move.
death, and populations defined by the
She
thousands,
looks so cute.
sacrificing hundreds of people for the afterlife became an unaffordable luxury.
She looked really cute. Yeah.
At that time,
Maybe
human
we should
life
match.
became more important.
Maybe we went good.
As a consequence of years
Yeah.
of war, the population had decreased
It's gonna be
significantly.
a sad day when I can't see her every
State
day
was
anymore.
struggling to maintain its population. Its population.
But I hope by then to have amassed $100,000
By the
in
time
savings
the emperor ended
so that I can send her to Korea
human sacrifices
to
were
get another one just like her.
and rulers were substituting more
They can do that
ways of
now.
providing for their afterlives.
In a tomb about 300 years older than the first emperor, we found small pottery figurines, some tens of centimeters high. This
Tens
shows
of centimeters
that pottery
high.
figurines were replacing living beings as burial objects. From
Oh.
that point on, tombs which we found had more and more stuff of this kind.
But nothing on the scale of the terracotta warriors. The
Nothing.
first emperor inherited the tradition of tiny tomb figurines, but took it to new heights, literally. His tomb figures were life-size, and no two of them seem alike. Their shoes, their bodies, and especially their faces, all appear to be different. Some believe the 8,000 clay warriors are all individuals, but no one has ever confirmed that. Until now. In Wellington, New Zealand, facial recognition expert Glenn Cameron is about to use modern technology to analyze the ancient warriors.
Something that hasn't been done.
He uses NeoFix, a facial recognition software.
It's been used throughout Asia and around the world in border control, surveillance, immigration, and by the police. We can match around 1 million faces per second. So we're very proud of it. And,
Yeah, your face percent's pretty badass.
Today's mission.
The software analyzes the faces of about 100 terracotta warriors, instantly comparing eyes, noses, mouths, and other significant features to determine if any match.
Let's have a quick look at these top matches here. These two of the big, fatter chins. So here we have very similar chin lines, the big, thick chin, similar mouth position. Nose is slightly different, but the eyes, eyebrows, very different. There's a huge range of faces here, very individual, very individual. Whole head, very different in shape. Very different facial hair. A lot of difference in the eyes. This guy's looking quite sad. Look at the eyebrows on this one. Nearly frowning. Very entertaining facial features, the eyes, the eyebrows. So this one here, quite a flat nose. And this one here, more...
So black people were Asians first.
Some similarities.
Maybe. There's a lot of noses that look like African American noses. Just saying it's a possibility.
I think this is incredibly exciting, and I'm just astounded that they could be produced in these sort of numbers and made so individual.
8,000 individuals.
8,000 6-foot tall statues. You weren't 6 foot tall back then. They were. I mean, we grow bigger as we evolve. So shit, that long ago they should have been like 4 foot tall, not 6 foot. Fuck, I'm 6 foot.
Small statues to make. Whoever came up with the idea might not have known how difficult making them was going to be.
On a day forever lost to history, the Emperor gave his orders. 8,000 unique figures, and all to be ready on the unknown day when he died. All of them strong enough to survive an eternity underground. And all of them beautiful and realistic enough to please the imperial eye. Each one different from the next.
Now I know what that noise is.
And the
3 hours and 26, 3.5 hours. Shit.
Day one of Terracotta Warrior production. Around 221 BC.
Wow.
Two men can shed light on what it must have been like to face the challenge of making life-size soldiers out of clay. Zhang Binro and Hong Pingzhe make terracotta warriors for a living. Their factories turn out thousands of terracotta warrior replicas every year. It is a thriving business that sends warriors across the world to people fascinated with the first emperor's army of clay.
Our terracotta warriors are exported to countries like the United States, Germany, Japan, United Kingdom, and France. We manufacture around 50,000 small terracotta warriors each year, and about 200 full-size figures. Besides the traditional statues, we also modify some elements according to our clients' needs. This warrior is playing golf. We made it for our client, the Yajian Golf Club. The golf club gives it to winners as a trophy.
After more than 25 years in the replica business, Zhang Binro and Hong Pingzhe have faced the same difficulties the original warrior makers did. Like their ancient predecessors, they've had to figure out warrior making step by step through trial and error.
Whoa,
like
shit.
Times, the problem is one of scale.
We started to make 40 centimeters, 50 centimeters, and finally, like this one, 1/2 of human size, about 1 meter tall. Tourists wanted even bigger sizes. We went through many difficulties.
The first challenge was simply choosing the right material. Bricks or a tomb figurine can be made out of just about any clay. But a typical terracotta warrior stands nearly 7 feet tall and weighs up to 650 pounds. Using the right material can make the difference between a fierce warrior and a pile of broken pottery. The right clay must be dense and sticky enough to hold together as it loses water and dries out. But not so dense the inside of the statue cannot dry. Today, as it was 2,000 years ago, success depends on finding a clay that's tough enough to make a life-sized warrior. Zhang Binro didn't have to look far for the right clay that could stand up to the job. The site is near the Emperor's tomb and his warriors.
This is called red clay. It is sticky and strong. We searched many places and could not find anywhere else with this much red clay. But we find that this place has a lot. Now we only use red clay from here to make terracotta warriors. 2,000 years ago, I think terracotta warriors would have been impossible to make with any other soil or clay.
Any other soil.
For the first Emperor's craftsmen, finding the right clay would have solved the first big challenge of making a life-size warrior. It would not have solved an even bigger problem. How to make thousands of them. Quickly.
died in 210 BC,
210
11 years after he
BC.
ordered his terracotta army. His craftsmen managed to finish 8,000 warriors in just 11 years, producing more than 700 per year. Replica makers today, using modern technology, can only produce around 200 per year. Not even a third of what the ancient sculptors produced. One clue to how the craftsmen accomplished this impossible feat comes not from the statues themselves, but from something they once held in their hands.
The bow.
Yang Fuzi is a 10th generation bow maker. He makes replicas of ancient Chinese crossbows, like the ones once held by some terracotta warriors. Even today, the hardest part is casting the crossbow's metal trigger. A challenge that's made Yang deeply respectful of the men who made those triggers 2,000 years ago.
We found one trigger at one city and another trigger at another city that is 2,000 miles away. Parts of the trigger are exchangeable. In modern terms, these are standardized parts. I don't know how they designed these parts. Even now, this is not an easy job. Even experienced artisans need to work carefully.
Archaeologist Liu Zhongchang is an expert on the weapons found with the terracotta warriors.
Wow.
We found more than 30,000 arrowheads in the pits. We tested the arrowheads and found the difference in their sizes to be less than 1 centimeter. Some of them only have a difference of 0.22 millimeters. The difference is really tiny. We know that weapon manufacturing was standardized.
The first emperor's weapons makers signed their work. And so did his warrior makers. Archaeologist Yuan Zhongyi has identified their names.
In each of the figurines, you can find the name of the craftsperson in the most hidden places. They did this in hope that people would never see their names.
Signing their work meant they weren't anonymous, but it seems they didn't have a choice.
This is to allow their managers and superiors to check their work. If things are not constructed well, the worker may be asked to recraft them, or in the worst case scenario, go to jail or be decapitated.
Decapitated for a bad job.
Two major advantages.
Sounds extreme.
Their experience working on the imperial assembly lines producing bows, and knowing that the likely alternative to success was death. Both would no doubt have helped them solve the immense problem of making 8,000 life-size figures in just over 10 years. After years of trial and error, modern replica makers have learned there's only one way to mass-produce large clay statues quickly.
Those are some nice shoes he's wearing.
They must push the clay into a mold. Wait 2 or 3 hours for the clay to harden. Remove the mold and prop up the clay torso with wooden sticks, while workers carve details. Make the heads, hands, and legs in separate molds. Let everything dry out for 10 days to 2 weeks. And then fire all the pieces separately in the kiln. The replica makers now know that if they make a whole statue, it will collapse under its own weight before it dries, or fill with hot air and explode in the kiln.
Because we mass produce, making hundreds or thousands of copies of one statue.
Thousands.
Molding is the only way.
And that's not just his opinion. Archaeologists agree that 2,000 years ago, the first emperor's craftsmen knew that molding was the key to efficient mass production.
Mass production was the only way to explain the large numbers of arrowheads we found. The difference between arrowheads is tiny.
I need to shave.
Molds, so they were
I can
able
itch
to produce
my hand
massive amounts of
on
arrowheads
my
with
impending
tiny
hair that's
surfaces.
growing.
Case apparently closed. It would appear the ancient warrior makers may have met the mass production challenge by using molds, just like modern warrior makers do. There's only one problem. Nothing suggests the ancient craftsmen used molds.
This broken half-body gives us very important information about how terracotta warriors were made. We can see the internal traces of the clay layers here, which shows how the clay coiled up. The sign of how the clay coiled up and joined together is very clear. Here's one clay coil. Here's another clay coil. One coil after another, until the clay layers were all joined up inside the body. You see this layer, this layer, this layer, until it reaches this place, near the bottom, one by one. So, this is how a terracotta warrior is made.
The ancient evidence leaves no doubt. The original terracotta warriors weren't stamped out of molds. Molds did play a part, making hands, ears, and heads. But as incredible as it seems, the bodies of all 8,000 terracotta warriors were made individually, by hand.
Wow.
Techniques that were revolutionary for their time.
The ancient craftsmen used a simple method. They pounded the clay until it became soft, and rolled the clay into strips. Then they coiled the clay strips upward. We call this method clay coiling. The first emperor's craftsmen were the first people in China to make statues this way.
Coiling was a difficult way to make more than 700 statues a year. Archaeologist Zhang Zhuli decided to find out just how difficult the task was by making a terracotta warrior the old-fashioned way.
Wow.
Replica maker Han Pingzhe and his master craftsman.
I think I chose the wrong thing to eat tonight.
Our business. We weren't sure how to make a terracotta warrior. I read about the traditional clay coiling method, and we tried it. It took us a month to finish one statue.
The heart of the challenge: make a figure that is more than 6 feet tall, but only half an inch thick. It won't collapse under its own weight, a danger that grows greater as the coiling gets higher. Supporting the figure with wooden sticks helps, but the only real solution is to stop and let the clay dry over and over again before making the statue taller. They must find a delicate balance between waiting long enough for the clay to dry, but not so long it dries out and cracks.
When I looked at the terracotta warriors, I was amazed by the ancient people's achievement. My statues collapsed 3 or 4 times when I first started.
Today, molding a warrior takes 10 days to 2 weeks. Coiling one can take as long as a month. But there was a reason the first emperor's craftsmen chose the more difficult method. While molding may be the best way to make the same statue over and over again, the craftsmen weren't making the same statue over and over. They were making 8,000 unique ones.
If these statues were made with molding, it would only be efficient if we made the same copy over and over again. This was not the goal of the ancient people. With the clay coating method, it is easier to make each terracotta warrior different, whether it was fat or slim, tall or short. The idea was to create a group of humans.
But if coiling made more sense for individualizing the warriors, it was still a slower process. There was only one way to increase the number of statues produced, and the first emperor knew it. Experts believe he made his terracotta army the same way he built his gigantic tomb, with massive manpower. Archaeologists have found 87 different names stamped on the terracotta warriors. So 87 master craftsmen must have been in charge of making them. A team of apprentices would have worked under each master. Experts estimate 10 apprentices per team, making at least 87 teams with nearly 1,000 workers. Coiling one statue every month, each team could have finished 12 warriors every year. And all 8,000 in only 8 years.
Wow.
But today's replica makers know that having a huge labor force wouldn't have solved yet another difficulty. A problem that could have destroyed the production schedule and their statues. In northern China, winter temperatures plunge below freezing, while in the summer, they soar into the 90s. Both extreme cold and extreme heat will ruin clay statues before they can harden.
From my experience, I think the coiling method that was used 2,000 years ago could not have been done at such temperatures. Ideally, the temperature needs to be maintained at around 20 degrees Celsius.
Without the benefit of modern heating and cooling systems, the ancient warrior makers faced a stark choice. Find a way to keep their workshops at 68 degrees all year round, or stop work for 6 months of the year. No one knows for sure what they did, but replica maker Zhang Binro has his own theory. Cave houses, dug out of hillsides by farmers living near the first emperor's tomb. Warm in winter, cool in summer, they're ideal places to live while tending crops. Zhang believes that 2,000 years ago, they were also ideal places to make terracotta warriors.
In the summer,
They built
temperature
something
outside
within
may reach
something.
30 degrees Celsius. Inside the cave house, it may only be 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. In the winter, outside may be minus 10 degrees Celsius, while the cave house remains at 15 to 20 degrees. They sculpted the terracotta warriors in cave houses, then fired the statues by sealing the entry of the cave house and turning it into a kiln, so they could fire the statues inside.
Today's warrior makers' struggles provide insight into the immense challenges facing the creators of the clay army. Sculpting 8,000 warriors in just over a decade, no two of them alike, without having done so before. But evidence also shows there was far more to producing the statues than simply sculpting them. To satisfy their emperor, the ancient warrior makers had to meet one more challenge. Today, experts are reconstructing the final work that finished the terracotta warriors. What they've discovered has delighted some and stunned others. After more than 35 years, experts have learned a great deal about restoring the terracotta warriors. But they're still unable to prevent an archaeological tragedy. The warriors emerge from the earth bearing traces of brilliant color. But those colors vanish within a week, sometimes minutes after excavation. Conservation expert Zhou Tia and his team race to save what they can
excavated terracotta warrior fragments, fresh from the ground after more than 2,000 years. When people created the terracotta warriors 2,000 years ago, all the pits were full of color. When we excavated, the paints were almost gone. Only small areas of paint remained, and those were in poor condition. The paint can easily fall off after excavation. For years, an international alliance of experts from China and Germany has battled to save the terracotta warriors' colors.
Germany. Wow.
They still haven't won. But at least they've identified the enemy. A syrup-like substance with a pungent smell. It was one of ancient China's most coveted treasures. Lacquer. According to German conservator Katharina Bleinsdorf, every one of the 8,000 terracotta warriors got a coating of lacquer from head to toe.
Huh.
Lacquer is a very stable material, and also in the antiquity they knew that it can survive centuries.
Katharina Bleinsdorf.
Longer, so it had technical reasons,
Bleinsdorf.
aesthetical reasons, and reasons of meaning.
Lacquer was, and still remains, a valuable substance. 2,000 years ago, it was the ancient world's plastic. A hard resin that protects whatever it covers from decay. And when it dries, its brown color transforms into a glossy sheen. Nothing else could equal.
Lacquer wares were luxury goods. It probably was so expensive that only the emperor could afford to lacquer a whole army.
For the ancient Chinese, its value was derived from more than just its strength and beauty. It was also difficult to obtain. The sap of the lacquer tree can't be harvested until the tree is 6 years old. And even then, only from June to September, when the weather is warm. Some experts believe it would have taken the sap of 25 trees to lacquer just one terracotta warrior. And as many as 200,000 trees to finish all of them. That's because lacquer harvesters can take only about 10 grams of sap from each tree, just enough to fill an egg cup.
And you can't take very much because otherwise the tree will die. So you do it once and let it heal and then you continue it.
The lacquer trees aren't the only ones at risk. Lacquer trees are related to poison ivy and poison sumac. Touching the sap, or even just breathing its fumes, can cause extreme discomfort.
I would try to work with the lacquer several times just for experiments. And in the beginning, not much happened, but then twice there was a strong reaction where really my hands and my whole face was covered with this rash. But it's not painful, it's just itching, and you have to control yourself a lot not to scratch. And what normally happens is that you get this reaction several times, and then there's an immunization, so afterwards you don't get it anymore.
Or so she thought. Breathing lacquer fumes during this interview triggered another reaction 2 days later. The first emperor's workers were forced to expose themselves to poisonous lacquer on a daily basis. And 21st century researchers must now work with a toxic sap so they can save the colors on the terracotta warriors.
The problem is that the lacquer layer was embedded in the wet soil for 2,200 years.
As soon as excavation exposes the ancient lacquer to air, its moisture begins to evaporate. As the lacquer dries out, it begins to shrink until it curls up and separates from the clay, taking paint with it.
Finally, the lacquer layers just flake off in tiny flakes, and then there's no chance to bring them back to the terracotta.
The only solution is to keep
I like
the
learning
moisture
new
that will
things.
stay attached to the terracotta. Its water must be replaced by something that won't evaporate. One group of German scientists has tried coating warrior fragments with a plastic used to seal underground water pipes. Then bombarding the plastic with electron beams from a particle accelerator, which evaporates the water and bonds the plastic to the lacquer. But that can't be done by archaeologists in the field, who may have only minutes to save a painted warrior.
Minutes.
We hope that we will find a method that is simple and cheap, easy to apply during the excavation, and that helps to preserve the lacquer layers in the first moment.
Wow.
While saving the warrior's color seems difficult, reconstructing what they originally looked like may be an even greater challenge. The Okhus are faded fragments of terracotta, bits of paint found in soil, and decades-old excavation reports. But now, visitors to a Munich museum can see what the terracotta warriors may have looked like. After years of painstaking research, Katharina Plaster and her colleagues have painted 2 warrior replicas as they believed they looked when they were finished more than 2,000 years ago.
Wow. So much
Many people were
detail.
astonished or surprised because they didn't expect them to be so colorful. And some people were also really shocked because somehow they just liked the terracotta version and they found it's kind of disturbing and breaking it up. And they really asked me, are you really sure that it has to be like this? It's based on our findings, so we are pretty sure that this is true. And they just have to get used to it. And we tell them that, of course, we are not going to repaint the originals.
But there are even more complex mysteries surrounding the warriors. When they analyzed surviving color fragments, conservation experts made an unexpected discovery. One of those ancient colors differed from the others. Known as Chinese purple, it has unique and surprising properties. Halfway around the world, researchers at Stanford University are using the world's most powerful X-ray machine to study those properties. A team of scientists has focused a light 1 billion times brighter than the sun on a few flakes of Chinese purple, trying to find out exactly what they're made of.
Now actually we know we have the first concrete material evidence.
Zhu Liu, Aperta Mehta, and Nobumichi Tamura are all physicists. But they've set out to solve an archaeological mystery.
We're looking at one clamp of the Chinese purple pigments, and the size is around 50 micron, so it's about the cross-section of your hair. From very tiny sample, you can tell a very big star.
Chinese purple is one of only 2 entirely man-made colors produced anywhere in the world before the birth of Jesus. The other was Egyptian blue, created by chemists working for the pharaohs thousands of miles from China, and centuries before the Silk Road opened up trade between China and the West.
People speculate there's a technology transfer from Egypt to China because of similarity between those 2 materials, which is really significant in terms of the technology development.
Take my $10 and
Between 2 civilizations.
I gotta pee first.
Powerful X-ray machine confirmed the Chinese purple and Egyptian blue shared all the same ingredients, with 2 exceptions.
Alright. Been closing in on 4 hours. I'm fucking drunk. After only 2 and 7/10 of a third. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna take this little thing out. And I'm gonna get some tongues. I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.